Our story begins with Slade Wilson, Deathstroke, the Terminator, recounting his accolades as a merc for hire. The world's greatest mercenary, the deadliest assassin, a gun for hire, responsible for more than 600 kills. It's mostly right. I'm not going to hide from it. Why should I? Deathstroke is not who I am. It's my job, and I love it. Deathstroke looks over his equipment, preparing for another mission among many. Slade receives intel from an old friend the old-fashioned way with printed photographs and handwritten notes. Among the intel is a picture of a man Slade recognizes. Time to go to work. Deathstroke tracks the man to Russia, where he meets a contact he knows intimately. Angelica. Not a thing goes on in the city without her knowledge. She can get Slade a lead on Possum. Deathstroke cuts through his targets like butter, none of them putting up a fight. He stops before killing the last man. You're lucky you're not on my list. Find some new friends and hope you never see me again. Slade arrives at his target, Possum's location, but Angelica is already there, with the situation in hand, torturing them for information. Apparently, this was a trap for Slade, from what she could gather from her methods. Possum taunts the duo, as if he's the one with the upper hand. Can you hear it, Slade? The sound of your precious mind being broken into? A nearby cell phone sends out a frequency that only Deathstroke can hear. It paralyzes him. In the commotion, Possum frees himself and dispatches Angelica with a single, powerful strike. Slade struggles against whatever is happening to him, but can only recite a string of random letters and numbers. Possum smiles, pleased with the information, and begins to viciously attack Slade with his own sword, hacking pieces of him away and shouting, "Let's test that healing factor of yours. Is it as good as mine?" Deathstroke bides his time and waits for an opportunity, and catches the blade. He jams the blunt end of the weapon directly through Possum's head. He's down. Slade injured, confused. He needs to disappear. Before he can think, a helicopter sends missiles flying into the building, destroying it completely. Slade is thrown out the window. Out in the streets, Deathstroke awaits for an opportunity once more. It's his turn to play Possum after that type of explosion. He ambushes the mysterious soldiers, taking note of the weaknesses in their armor and where he can attack effectively. He takes out many of the soldiers. He's good, experienced, precise, but there are many. Possum watches the carnage unfold from another rooftop as more air support comes in to take Slade out for good. Missiles rain onto Slade's position. He's barely standing after that last attack. He can only think of one person in this moment, a mysterious old man that owes him a favor. He makes it to his savior, only just barely having the strength for a broken sentence. I-Ching, right? Slade collapses in front of the mysterious man, bloody and beaten. Deathstroke awakes in a familiar place. He knows it, but something is off. I-Ching and his colleagues are there when Slade awakens. I-Ching says he essentially brought him back from the dead, but with Slade's healing factor, the procedure exceeded his expectations. I-Ching turns to leave, but Slade shouts, "Wait! Something is way the hell off!" As we see Slade in the light, with both of his eyes, and looking a bit less gray. Slade takes stock of the situation, realizing he truly is de-aged, young again. Before he can rest, he sees an ominous figure on a throne, but he attacks it to only find that it is a hologram. A man in black and red mask is there and introduces himself as Red Fury. I set up the hologram so that you could see your next target with your own 2 eyes. His name is Odysseus. Red Fury explains to Slade that he does indeed already know him. He just forgot. Apparently, Deathstroke accepted this mission, and with it, a drug that made him forget about ever accepting the deal. Before Deathstroke can get some answers, the same goons who were with Possum that night show up looking for blood. Red Fury slips Deathstroke a serum that can jog his memory, but there's no time to use it now. Now is about survival. Deathstroke opens fire, shredding through the opposition. He counts maybe 300 soldiers total. But this is Deathstroke's turf, an old base of his. Plenty of mines scattered about to deal with some of the riffraff. Slade feels good, but his aim is a little off. Keeps wanting to open his new eye. The fight is starting to hype Slade up even more. He brings out the swords and continues the dance. Down to 119. The soldiers dogpile Slade, but he was counting on it. He sets off another explosive and sends the rest of the soldiers and himself flying off a cliff. Deathstroke frees himself from the rubble with minimal effort. Killed them. All of them. Oh, hell, I missed one. A lone enemy soldier tries to free himself as well, but he is too injured. Deathstroke approaches him, feeding him Red Fury's truth serum bottle. The soldier proclaims in an ancient Greek dialect that Odysseus is lord of the realm, and that he needs Slade for his ascension to godhood. Slade finishes off the last soldier. Elsewhere, Bronze Tiger meets with Lady Shiva of the League of Assassins. They seem to be working for Odysseus, pleased with the codes Slade told Possum after the mental attack. Deathstroke survived their barrages so far, so Bronze Tiger takes matters into his own hands, promising Lady Shiva that he will kill Slade. Slade is on the move after his compound was compromised. He wants answers. Truths. He looks at what's left of the truth serum bottle Red Fury gave him. Well, it didn't instantly poison the soldier I tried it on. What the hell? He drinks the rest of the concoction. He begins to see a vision, a dream, a memory. He's assaulting a compound full of the same soldiers he's been fighting, running and running, looking for someone. He finds him, his son, Jericho, seemingly being held prisoner.